Match preview, Crystal Palace versus Manchester United. Updates as well from Ruben Amorim's press conference. You know what to do by now. Smash that like button, hype, and subscribe to help support the channel. How are you feeling going into this one? We need to bounce back from that performance and result against Everton on Monday, surely.
How am I feeling? Well, I tell you what, it's hard to find anyone who thinks United can rebound after that horror show, and I mean horror show, on Monday night. And me, how do I feel? Well, after listening to Ruben Amorim's press conference, I'm not confident at all.
Choo-choo, all aboard that deluded train. I'm on there. Do you want to come and join me on there? There's plenty of seats, trust me. And I'm saying that because you're looking at the stats, our recent form against Crystal Palace. We've been beat in 3 of the last 4. They've not lost at home in the last 12 home games. And, you know, this is a team, like I say, you look at that midfield area, you know, we want one of their players in Adam Wharton.
Listen, I look at Palace and, yeah, you can give me all the stats you want. I just look at Palace and I say to myself, this is a side that never seems to panic. I don't see a lot of them, but everything I see about them, the solid side. And they are resilient, and I mean resilient in defence and hard to break down. And the one problem Man United have when a team is resilient and hard to break down, United struggle. So for me, I am really, really worried about this game.
Did also then go on to say that Crystal Palace are better than us. I mean, that's a big slap in the face when I heard that. My mood, everything just went flat. It flatlined.
Well, that's why I'm not confident. I didn't see nothing or hear anything from Ruben Amorim to give me confidence that this team, since Monday, have been in training, fighting, arguing with each other, determined to put things right. I just look at it and I say to myself, how are we going to break them down? Because they are tough at the back. There's no two ways about it. Now, I look at Crystal Palace and I say to myself, yeah, it's not all about defending. They are fast at breaking. And when they break, they score goals. And I've seen them against United sit there and then break, especially at Old Trafford last year. So for me, stats, you can throw as many as you want. I know this is a tough game and I am not confident. Getting anything out of this game, for me, it's a bonus. And my biggest worry is that first 10 minutes. United have to be right up for the fight. And that will tell you what's gone on in training all week.
Talking about the defensive side of their game, 3 clean sheets on the bounce in the last 3 Premier League games. Cunha, who's out, he's not going to be back until the West Ham game next week. So what am I thinking there in them number 10 roles? Mason Mount has got to come in there as a number 10 alongside Mbeumo. Well, what I see Ahmad on that right wing back spot for me, try and get that partnership back, what we've seen early on in the season between himself and Mbeumo, because it looks like our best attacking threat down that right-hand side. The left-hand side, I mean, who we're going with there? Is it a flip of a coin between Dorgu and Dalot? For me, it is, because neither of them right now are impressing me, and it's a big, big worry for me down that left-hand side.
Well, I think the big change has to be bringing in Mason Mount. I did want Mason Mount on Monday against Everton. He put Xerxes in, and it clearly didn't work. Now, whether that's just down to Xerxes or the style of play, how slow it was and everything, I'm not too sure. But for me, Mason Mount, that's the one thing what's got to change. I also look at the kickoff time. Very strange atmosphere it's going to be. 12 o'clock kickoff, and it could affect both sides. And I think it will definitely affect the atmosphere with them supporters.
Yeah, you talk about Xerxes. I do think he'll start up front for this one, which don't fill me with a lot of confidence. I've got to be honest with you out there. The game on Monday night, they were all garbage, let's face it. But I thought Xerxes' best work was not in the penalty box where you want your striker to be. It was all outside of it. Had 1 or 2 chances later on in the game with a header, which, you know, at this level, you need to stick away. But he's not got that. He's not a proven goal scorer for me with that natural instinct. So how's that going to play out further up the pitch? Are they going to end up bunching together? Hopefully not. Some of them making some diagonal runs to try and stretch the Crystal Palace defence. But
Well, we've got to start doing something away from home. You know, I looked at the stats there that 1 win away from home in 11. That's not good enough. Yes, the 1 win, Liverpool, that's always great to get. But at the end of the day, you know, our post saved us 4 times in that game. But we won it. But we've got to improve on that. That start there, 1 win. This is Manchester United. And winning away from home is vital if you want to get up that table. So for me, we should have more points on the table. And to be honest, Kieran, I listened to Ruben Amorim, and he himself said we should have more points on the table. He's disappointed we never got the wins. And we all know what we're talking about. The win at Forest we should have got because we was on top. The win at Spurs, we was on top. So if we're on top here at Crystal Palace, I don't want to see that again, where we sort of fade and allow teams to come onto us. That's the problem, and that is a danger. When I listened to Ruben Amorim, he said, we've got a lot more work to do. Quite rightly, we've got a lot more work to do. But I listened to him and I thought, what's he describing here when he's describing the team and what goes on during the games and that? He was talking about Ahmad moving position over to the left and things like that. It just sounded to me as though like he was experimenting again and he's continuing to experiment. I don't want to see any more experiments. I've called for his best 11. I don't know what his best 11 is, and I will still tell you now, I don't think he knows what his best 11 is. But these players, hopefully this week, they've picked themselves up. But I've not seen anything to tell me any different that these players have picked themselves up. I still think we are in big trouble here on Sunday against Crystal Palace, because this Crystal Palace side will swamp us and will close us down.
Yeah, it talks about data, and it just all seems like it's all data collection.
Experiment, that's what it sounds to me, Kieran.
And he also talks about the characteristics of this team and individual players, that it's not where it should be and where he wants it to be as well in certain positions. But if you read between the lines as well, when he was discussing that about characteristics, he's basically saying to Jim, go and give me 200, 300 million because they need players into this actual team.
Well, to me, it just sounds like, not just sounds like, it looks like these players, right, are not really being allowed to be flair players. I'm looking at a team, especially on Monday night, robots told what to do, stay there, don't do more than I've told you what to do. So for me, I need to see some flair, and that's what Manchester United's all about. And I think it's been a little bit squeezed at the moment, and he needs to open up with these players, let them express themselves, let them go at teams. And for me, I think he should start here against Crystal Palace. More flair. That's what I'm asking for. And when you get the flair, you get people backing each other up. And that's what they never did on Monday night. So for me, what I'm saying about this game, I'll tell you what, I'll be very, very happy to come out with a draw. And when I look around, I think everyone else will be the same.
Yeah, we will need to be brave on the ball, take risks as well, instead of that focus on just having possession. I mean, for me, Manchester United is all built on bravery, risk-taking with the actual football going forward. And we do need to actually start doing that. But the two in the midfield with Casemiro and Bruno, they need to set the tempo in this game from minute one, because they do fear in that first 10, 15 minutes. If Palace have got a foothold in the game, I've not seen it in previous games where if United haven't got that foothold in the first 15, they end up regaining it back at any point in the actual game. Harry Maguire's still out, Sesko's still out, going to be out longer than expected, but nothing too serious from what the manager says. So options off the bench, again, are going to be limited if we do need to change it. So it's going to be a tough task, this one. I'm under no illusions. I can say that's why I'm fully aboard. Choo-choo, that deluded train on Sunday to get the 3 points. But this is always one of my teams going into the season, the Crystal Palace, your Bournemouths, your Brightons, where I wanted to see the improvement this season. He's had enough time now to let's start getting the 3 points, or at least the draw away from home against these teams. So
it's not improvements against these teams, it's wins against these teams. So let's have it.
Just like to thank you all for joining us today. Just thought I'd do a bit of a quick match preview going into this game. We want to know your thoughts and opinions in that comment section as the Webby and O'Neill community. Let me know we score predictions, who should be starting in different positions. Get it all in that comment section below. We'll be back straight after the game with the 3 points. Come on, all aboard. We'll see you soon. Thank you.